Hello, welcome to Essence Educational GMAT Plus. So today we continue to talk about math question in GMAT. Today we are going to talk about 700 level question. As always, I will solve all GMAT math questions using only 3 strategies. So you should try to learn these 3 strategies as much as you can. Seriously, as I mentioned in many previous videos, I strongly recommend each GMAT taker get at least 700 in GMAT. First, it's totally achievable. 90% of my students in my class get more than 700 in GMAT. So it's not really that difficult. Okay, so of course 750 or above is quite difficult, but 700 is not really difficult as long as you are willing to make efforts. Secondly, if you want to go to and get an MBA degree, you know the costs, right? It takes roughly something around 100K US dollar together with 1 or 2 years of time. Okay, so it's both time consuming and costly. So my suggestion is either you don't go to get an MBA degree, or if you want to do it, you should go to the best ones, the top universities. Otherwise, it's not worthy of the time and the money. Okay, so that's why I strongly suggest you guys should get 700 in GMAT. So in order to get 700, that means you shouldn't lose points in the maths because GMAT maths is not difficult. If I rank the math questions I have encountered from 0 to 10, where 10 means the most difficult, I would rank GMAT something from 2 to 4. So it's really not that difficult. Okay, so the maximum score is 51, so you should get something 50 or more, okay, for the GMAT maths. And this is achievable as long as you are willing to make efforts. So to do that, you need 2 things. 3 things. One is solid knowledge, okay, in mathematics, like the knowledge on probability and set I'm going to mention very soon. And second, you need to know the 3 strategies I'm trying to teach in every video. The third, you must be very familiar with the first 2, okay? So in the real exam, you have only 2 minutes per question, so you don't have time to recall the knowledge you learned. You don't have to do time to recall what are the 3 strategies, okay? You must be very familiar with these 2 in order to excel in the GMAT. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin to read. X, Y, and Z, 3 guys. Each try independently to solve a problem. If their individual probabilities for success are 1/4, 1 second, and 5 out of 8 respectively. What is the probability that X and Y, but not Z, will solve the problem? Okay, so this is a question filled with English words, right? I hate English words in maths. So what I do, the first thing what I do is I translate the English words into the mathematical language. That's exactly our first strategy, and that's always what you need to do. Clearly, this question is about probability, right? A probability is always a probability of an event, so you need to define these events first. First one, A. Okay, event, or let me call event X, even easier. X means the first guy, X solves the problem, okay? Y means the second guy, Y solved the problem. Z means the third guy, Z solved the problem. Agree? So we can translate this sentence. The probability, so Px is equal to 1/4, Py is equal to 1 out of 2, and Pz is equal to 5 out of 8. Okay? And then let's translate the purpose, the question. What is the probability that X and Y, but not Z, will solve the problem? So here, as you know, each event is basically a set. Okay, when I teach my students in my class the language of a set, I mentioned this. Okay, the official name is called intersection between set X and set Y. But I asked them to memorize this one as AND, because AND is exactly the essence, the core meaning of intersection. Okay, and this one, don't memorize as union. Memorize this one as X or Y. Or is the essential meaning of union. And this one, don't memorize it as complement. Memorize it as not. Not is the core meaning behind. Okay? And once you understand them in essence, then you can translate this question, the purpose, very easily. That means X solved the problem, so X. and y solve the problem. See, and means what? And y solve the problem, not z. So z doesn't solve the problem, and not z. Okay, so this question is asking you, what is the probability of this guy? Get it? That's the translation. So once you translate it, you can start. Because now link it using our third strategy. Pay attention to the purpose. Link with the known. One thing you know is independence. Okay? Independence means intersection. The probability you times them together equal to px times py times p naught z. Okay? So what is px? It's known, 1/4. What is py? It's known as well, 1 out of 2. What is p naught z? This is 1 minus pz, 1 minus 5 out of 8. So that is equal to 1 out of 8 times 8 times 3. That is 3 divided by 64. And we choose E. You see? Easy. So that is how you deal with a GMAT math question. Thank you. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give us a thumb up and subscribe our channel. Okay? We have more and more videos coming. Thank you.